Hey there, it's Gabrielle Nicolay from SpeechKids, where we teach little kids to talk and help parents understand their little kids. And we are talking about screen time. And I want to give you 3 rules of thumb today when you are thinking about screen time. Because as much as quarantine has changed the way we think about screen time, the rules around screen time may actually not have changed very much. And so I want to give you those 3 things to think about. Stick around to the end, because if you have a very, very sensitive child or a child who is like obsessed with the screen, I'm going to give you some special tips for that. So the first thing to think about when we're thinking about screen time is quality over quantity. It really matters a lot less how much screen time your kid has if it is high quality screen time. So think about quality, not quantity. Hours don't matter as much as what are they watching. Is it good stuff? Is it interactive stuff? Is it a real person on the other side? Or is it a bunch of mindless crap that is the media equivalent of eating potato chips? We can do it every once in a while, but we shouldn't make that our regular diet. How about that? The second thing I want you guys to think about is, and I'm looking at my notes here because I'm forgetting them as I'm going through. Given the first time, if you know that it's the witching hour and it's likely that you're going to give in to screen time eventually, just give in now. How does that feel? Does that feel kind of like, ooh? If you go from a no, 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 yes to this, yes, the only thing you've lost in there is conflict. You've lost conflict with yourself, and you've lost conflict with your child. In an earlier video, I talked about dropping the rope, right? If you give a yes right away, you've essentially dropped the rope. You've said, yep, I'm going to cave eventually, and I might as well cave now. And that's fine. Do it. See how it feels. See how much easier it feels to just go straight to yes if you know you're going to get there eventually. Give yourself permission, give your child permission, just give everybody permission to get to yes sooner, because the only thing you're going to avoid is frustration. So give in the first time as a measure of first resort instead of last resort. There's nothing to be learned from staying in conflict and resistance to something that's going to happen anyway. Keep it young. There are very few 4-year-olds on the planet who have to watch Star Wars today. And I pick on Star Wars just because it's something that a lot of people saw when they were kids, and they can't wait to show it to their kids, and like we get excited about that. And it's true. Like sharing good content and good shows you watched when you were a kid and good movies that you loved is a really, really, really fun thing to do. But there's plenty of time. And so I just want to just put that in the back of your head. Like, there's so much time to go slow and keep it young, because they're going to enjoy the stuff that's for their age. And when they get a little bit older, they'll enjoy the stuff that's for older kids too. You don't have to like cram it all in right now. And that's so hard. I've struggled with that as well. And it's hard to do because you can't wait to show them the good stuff. But do. So those are the 3 things that I feel like I think about when I am determining screen time for my kids, certainly when they were a lot younger. And so I hope those are helpful for you. And if they are, would you let me know? And if they're not, or if you have additional things that you think about, I'd love to hear what those are as well. Okay, let's talk about those kids who are, they really hold on to the screen, and they're very upset when screen time is not granted. They crave screen time. They can't get off the screen, or they have a really hard time getting off the screen. For those kiddos, it might be that they really need some strong rules around screen time. And so I've given you in the text that accompanies this video some scripts to use with them. The most powerful one you can use, I'll show it to you right now, is first we're gonna walk outside and then you can get on the phone and watch YouTube. A first then strategy as regards media consumption is going to be really helpful because it lets them know they're going to get the thing they want, but it also lets them know that that time is not right now. And even for very, very small kids, they can understand this notion of like first then. And so that can be your friend. For anybody younger than 3 or 4 really, a time-based system is going to be really, really difficult. They don't understand time. So if you say you can watch TV at 5 o'clock, anybody under the age of 4 is really going to have a hard time with that. They're going to want to know, is it 5 o'clock now? How about now? How about now? So I would say stay away from time-based kinds of guidelines if you've got anybody who's younger than 4. If you've got somebody older than 4, that's going to be a really, really good thing to do, because your 4-year-old is going to come to you and say, how about now? Can I watch TV now? And you're going to say, look at the clock. Does it say 5 o'clock? No? Then the answer is no. Or if it does say 5 o'clock, then the answer is yes. So I've got a couple more suggestions in the text that accompanies this email, and so I hope you'll check those out. And in the next video, I'm going to give you some online resources. So I hope you'll stay tuned for that. And until next time, take care. Bye-bye.